honestly, on the overall, this was actually one of my more favorite episodes I've seen of this series so far.
Yeah, and unlike episode 3, which I enjoyed purely for the meme, this one I enjoyed like it was like just solid right throughout. This was actually a good piece of like episode. So for a little backstory on this episode, Jacob watched it first, and he told me that he actually thought I was really going to enjoy this one. So I came in with some pretty decent expectations, and the first thing that happens is this motherfucker Ethan walks in the room and speaks, and I was like, "Oh boy, we're in for it." Uh, so that was my first impression. It got better after that, but oh man, was Ethan a trip?
Cole, I actually had a similar thought on this episode. The episode started, and literally the first thing was greetings. My name is Ethan. And I was like, oh, this is going to be another garbage episode, isn't it?
Greetings, my name is Ethan.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty good.
It was. Actually, the one thing I got to say that I really liked about this was the first episode where this actually felt like Star Wars. Like from the beginning throughout the whole episode, I was like, this actually feels like a Star Wars episode.
Yeah. And
every other one was a huge miss on that.
It was the longest episode out of the bunch too. I believe it came in at a little over 22 minutes. So
right
they definitely
there, yeah.
they did a lot of time for establishing stuff. They did a lot of atmosphere stuff. I did think it was pretty humorous in the beginning, how every time a character would be introduced, they would like come out of a corner, out of the shadow. Like,
yeah.
Now I'm here. But it was a pretty cool twist as well with all the Jedi who come in the beginning. I actually genuinely was not expecting them all to be Sith, because Ethan had disarmed me.
My boy.
He had completely tricked me into thinking that all the Jedi were incompetent.
Yeah, I really like that too. I thought that the other guy was going to be the Sith guy.
Right, the Juro.
Yes, Juro. I thought he was going to be Sith, and then it flipped it on me. Another cool detail I liked about that too was the guy with the purple lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught that, but it started red.
Yeah.
And then it went to purple, and he was basically talking about how he was kind of he was like, they were pulling me towards the dark side.
Right. He because it's a world without Jedi, so he just kind of had the Force affiliation, but then it was so much dark energy that he kind of just got swept up in it, which is a really cool concept. He was also fucking up Ethan. Lucky.
Ethan was a meme and a half, dude.
Lightsabers were already lost from the galaxy. A lightsaber.
One other good thing that I want to point out about this episode too is I actually really liked this animation style for Star Wars too. All the characters I thought looked really good in just the Star Wars-esque style.
Ethan was definitely just a schmo anime character.
But
for sure. All the other guys look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. My one complaint on this, I honestly think they were doing it on purpose. Was they were just really hitting the nail on the head with some of this stuff, like when the girl is like, "This feels like it's gonna be our last meeting."
Oh yeah,
I'm like, what is this?
I definitely a lot. There was a couple of moments like that for me. A lot of the writing felt really rushed, so you get a lot of lines like that where you're like, all right, they really just wanted to like move it along.
Yeah,
hit all the beats
for sure.
I did like the idea of there being a sabersmith though. That was pretty cool, I thought. Although one thing I didn't think they followed through on was she picks up the first lightsaber and she can kind of extendo punch it, right? She can make it longer, shorter, whatever. And then the Smith saber was like, yeah, I tinkered with them so that they can adapt to whatever your affiliation with the Force is, which they did with the colors, which was a cool twist, like I said. But then no one had any cool special powers, which was a bit of a disappointment. I thought a little bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. They could have done a little more there, but honestly, on the overall, this was actually one of my more favorite episodes I've seen of this series so far.
Yeah, and unlike episode 3, which I enjoyed purely for the meme, this one I enjoyed like it was like just solid right throughout. This was actually a good piece of like episode.
It was solid with Ethan.
Dude, Ethan. They had to throw in that little meme.
So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna rate this higher than the first one too. This was definitely my favorite one. I think the first one I rated pretty high and gave an 8.5. So this one I'm gonna give an 8.8.
Wow.
Also, I actually really want to go back and watch this in the sub. I think the
Me
sub
too.
might be really good for this episode.
I agree. I think this was probably my favorite one. It was definitely not an 8 for me, but I think I'd be pretty happy giving it like a 7.5.
Solid score coming from Cole.
Yeah.
All right. I think that about wraps up this episode of Review Hour. Go ahead and let us know what you think in the comments below. And as always, peace.
Wait. Also tell us what you think about Ethan. Peace.